Hello, everyone. Welcome to this video where we'll be building a Flask application from the scratch and containerizing it with the Docker and integrating with the Datadog for logging and monitoring. Whether you are new to Docker or want to learn how to set up monitoring for your container application, you're in the right place. So let's get started. First thing first, why and what is Docker? Well, Docker is a platform that allows you to build, run, and manage application in isolated environment called containers. Think of it as a lightweight virtual machine, but more efficient. Unlike traditional virtual machines, containers share the same operating system kernel, but remains isolated from each other, making them faster and more portable. So why Docker? Docker provides consistency. The environment you develop in locally can be the same as production. No more it works on my machine. Issues. Docker is portable. You can take your container application and run it anywhere that supports Docker, whether it's a local machine, a server, or a cloud. Docker ensures isolation. Each container is separated from other applications, as I'm showing it here, like Datadog container and application container on your system, making it secure and preventing dependency conflicts. So advantages of Docker, it's a lightweight, uh, and containers share the same OS kernel, make them faster to start and less resource intensive. Version control. I'm using like a GitHub here. Version control for your Docker images. You can utilize it for ECR repo, ACR repo as well on the cloud-based. Make it easier to roll back to the previous version on your application. Easy of deployment. Containers can run anywhere, which makes deployment simple and super simple. Security. Docker uses isolation mechanism to secure your application by running it on the non-root user. We'll also follow some of the security best practices for Docker, like minimal base image, performance and logging, Python packages, and leveraging Docker layer cache, minimizing the image size, following up with the non-root user as well. So now let's move on to building of the Flask application. I've designed a small architect where developer writing the code, Flask App, and push it to the repo, GitHub, trigger workflow. Currently, we'll be doing it manually. I'll follow the process of step by step and walk you through on Docker container build and deploy. And once we have the deployment completed, the Datadog will ship the logs to the Datadog logging system, and application for the app service will be accessible from HTTPS. So let me make it more visible here so that okay, I'm just keeping a flow animation starting here so it looks more convenient on what is happening with the architecture workflow. So let's move on with the next step on how to build the Docker image and the application. Python-based Flask application that returns a simple message, well, hello there. Let's take a look at few of the files into Visual Studio Code. It's the app.py is the application written in the Python with the libraries importing on the OS, logging, and Datadog. And moving on to the Docker Compose, there are a few things like creating, setting up a service with image build ports, which is map ports to the host and to the Docker container, and volume mount log directories for the container, and environment variables for app key, API key. And this is a Datadog agent which will get installed for logging and monitoring. And the network is being created with the bridge. There's few requirements in line for the application to be built and run. It's Flask and Datadog. And also the app application.py is for the application, which I've just gone through earlier, initializing the Flask application and Datadog and setting up the logs for this. And also there is like adding handlers and defining routes at the end of it. So yeah, let's take a look of the Dockerfile itself. you'll be able to see that Dockerfile is in package with the application and with minimal Python-based image for performance, reducing the attack surface. And also, there are a few things in here which is being taken into consideration is creating a non-root user and also creating a directory for the logs itself and permissions set and exposing only the port for the local host. Thank you. Let's move on in creation of the Docker compose build. Okay, I'm creating Docker containers. Let's them up. Okay, started running. Let's visualize this. And also before that, I've also created a datadog.yaml file with few of the information which has to listen from the Docker and read the log files and collect the log files. Let's see. I see that is running. Okay, and should be able to see this. Okay, access this. Yeah. Well, hello there. We should have some logs as well coming onto Datadog. I'm able to see from the correct time, able to see that agent is collecting the logs. There'll be a slightly delay of less than a minute where the logs will be shipped from the container to the Datadog. I'm able to see that logs coming through now. And yeah, well, that's very good, I would say. And thank you very much for watching this. We've successfully set up the Flask application with Datadog logging integration. And also we have focused on some of the security best practices through the process. I hope you like this video.